This is me, your host.
You're missing an arm on your chair, dude.
Yeah, watch out for the pokey guy.
It will stab you.
It will stab you.
Oh.
I train my chair.
That's a screw.
I train my chair to stab people I don't respect. Now be careful, or he could turn on you at any second.
I stab myself one all the
I
time.
stab myself all the time because I hate myself. I look in the mirror and I say, I don't respect you, and I stab myself with a butter knife.
Still haven't broke his skin yet,
I
but
still
one day.
One day he'll know my fury. Does this look like somebody you guys respect?
It's giving a little Austin Powers us.
See, this is how I want to draw people in. It's just with the theatricalness of the whole. They're like, what's going on?
Not our actual conversation.
No, I couldn't do that. That would be. See.
That's false advertising. I think.
Like George Everett. Yeah, I remember whenever. Hi, my name's Grady Osborne.
Oh, did you start it?
Yeah, this is. Let's introduce it, right?
Okay.
Hi, my name's Grady Osborne. I'm a member you can trust in society.
I'm Nicholas, and I'm not a person you can respect in society.
Okay?
I'm just Andrew.
Just Andrew. Okay.
I'm Candace.
This is Candace. A wonderful cast and crew today on the podcast. We're talking about the time Andrew almost died at my house. I don't remember such occasion of why he was here. I do remember him being here and sleeping on the couch, not that couch, and he woke me up in the middle of the night and said, dude, I need to go to the emergency room. It's like, what? Why? Why do you need to go? Because I didn't want to go to the emergency room. I was a bad friend. I did not want to take him to the emergency room. And, do you remember? You just got really nauseous, right? And sick?
I don't remember what was wrong. I remember it happening now.
Yeah, he liked to have died. And I was very, not willing. Because it was like 5 in the morning. But that's probably not an excuse on my part.
Yeah, I felt like I did up like 3 or 4 times that night, and I was like,
I was like, here, why don't you take some Pepto-Bismol and go back to sleep, buddy? And that didn't calm his nerves, surprisingly enough.
Have you done this before?
Yeah. 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 I'm also working on extra personas. Like, I got Dimitri J. Quillen. He's going to get me canceled. Big time. He's
Probably.
a 600-year-old, I don't know, however old he is, vampire. And he talks kind of like this, kind of like an old countryman, And he loves big women. That's his whole thing, Anyways, that's Dimitri J. Quillen. So I was thinking about Gish the Magnificent, turning that into a character. I had somebody the other day say, go on being Gish the Magnificent, or whatever the heck that means. So that was cool. I don't know what...
sounds kind of gay if you think about it.
What, Gish the Magnificent?
Uh-huh.
Or they were calling me gay?
No, the name.
Gish the Magnificent?
Uh-huh.
You're
It sounds
saying,
like what a...
this is kind of hurtful actually right now. What Andrew's saying to me.
Hey, it's coming to me off the top of my brow.
This is how people smoked back in the day. they go. Okay, I'm done with this. This is Mullen Leaf.
Smells
It's-
like burnt trash.
Because it smells like it's actually just burnt. It's just match heads ground up. The Indians used it as a healing medicine. You can make it into tea, and it's good for respiratory problems. If you have bad asthma, you can use it to smoke, and it helps with your
So if you
asthma.
have bad asthma,
Yes,
should
you smoke
this.
Mullen Leaf.
I have
Yeah,
bad asthma, and this is not helping that.
you're not breathing in enough Mullen Leaf.
You need to have more.
You need to have more. I actually don't know. This is Mullen Leaf tea. I couldn't find just a regular old mowing leaf. So I don't know.
So it could potentially mean it's not even good for smoking.
Right, exactly. That's why I said I don't know if we can smoke this. Because I have smoked some before, but never really successfully. Most of the time I just breathe in mullein leaf tea and I'm like, ah, you know, and then it tastes like matches. I'm like, am I even breathing in the right smoke or am I just breathing in wood smoke? So it's confusing times here at the Osborne household.
Let's continue some of the conversation from last podcast, being good female characters.
Oh, good female characters. I really dropped the ball last podcast. Because I was like, yeah, let's do good female characters. Because I just watched some sort of like wild video on female characters. And I'm like, yeah, dude, these women suck. So that wasn't a good place to come into, probably. But honestly, there's 3 female characters. And I'll go of order of least to great importance in my mind. Number 1.
Wait, so that's least?
Least important. Number 1 is the least important in my mind right now because I don't actually care about this character as much because I haven't watched the show in a while. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, good female character. She was... Maybe she was like part of the problem of the nowadays feminist character because she she was very like, I don't need no man, but she was like the world's strongest person, so like it didn't make sense, you know. But she was still like a pretty cool character because she was vulnerable and like an actual person, you know. So she was cool, like Buffy. Number 2, more topical, Kim Wexler. She
From Better Call Saul.
From Better Call Saul. Kim Wexler was one of my favorite characters from Better Call Saul. She was very smart. And just a normal, and that's my point from the last podcast was she's a character. You know, she's not really like when you look at a male character, you don't look at them and be like, oh, it's a man. You know, this is Kim Wexler. This is, you know, whoever you're thinking.
It's a person.
It's a person, a real life person. So she played her part extremely well. Really liked it. I can't really say much more because you guys haven't seen it. But I don't even know what I would say about it anyways. She's very smart. She might be the smartest character in the show. Or one of the smartest. In a show full with smart characters.
Mm-hmm.
And the creme de creme. Number 1. My number 1. Wendy Bird from Ozark. I love Wendy Bird. She's my favorite character, probably, from Ozark. Also, I don't know this girl's name, but there's another female character in Ozark. She played the redneck girl. I've lost even her fake name. Redneck girl, yeah. Her name is... dang it. I don't know. I want to say Judith, but that ain't right. Anyways... She's the other main female in the show. They're both really good. They both probably steal the show as far as like good female characters. Well, just good characters in general on the show.
I've got a couple to add to the list.
Okay.
I don't. No one's watched it, but Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. Mainly SG-1, but the main character Samantha Carter is like this super sciencey lady and. In like literally the first episode, she's wanting to join these men on this military expedition, and they're all like, "Oh, you can't come. I want someone who can. I want a man who's with me."
Cool it, girlie. This ride's for the boys. You get back on the ship where you belong.
And she comes and she's like a good fighter, and she's smart through the whole series. She's just a good character.
She's just a good character. She's a good whammon female character. Another character I hate. I hate this woman.
I got some more that I hate.
I loathe her. But she is a good female character because I hate her so much, and that's Skylar. Skylar White. I hated Skylar, but she was a good character because I hated her so much. Like, I don't feel like a I hated her for her character, not because like, oh yeah, the acting's bad or like she was poorly written. I just couldn't stand her through the whole show. I was like, I'm like,
But
wait.
isn't... Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since
Yeah.
I've watched Breaking Bad. But wasn't there like some episodes or parts where like you're meant to feel sympathy for her?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely moments where like, she's like, she like Walter pretty much screws up everything, and his whole family just takes a dip. And there are times you're like, she does kind of pull on your heartstrings. But man, I hated her. I was like the first few seasons. I'm like, just take her out, Walter. Just get a hitman and kill her, dude. I don't want her in this show anymore. Like that's how much I didn't like her. I was like, I just want her to go away so Walter can be Walter, and just
Be good old...
be good old Heisenberg. Say my name, Heisenberg. You're right. That's how that scene went, right? Say my name. Heisenberg. You gotta be freaking kidding me. That's my name. he said, my name's Heisenberg. Okay, yeah. Alright.
That was like a bit... Some more characters that I hate.
Hey.
Maybe...
Okay,
It could be why I'm meant to hate them. But every female, up to the point that we're at right now.
Every single female in the world. That's the character I hate.
All the females in The Walking Dead.
Oh!
Lori, hated her. Rick's
She sucked, yeah, for sure.
Andrea.
Andrea. I was
Hated
thinking about
her.
her the whole time.
Don't know who
Don't
Andrea
like her.
is.
The blonde chick.
Blonde chick?
I don't know if you remember her. She...
Huh.
Her sister died in like the first episode
Beth?
or something.
Yeah. No,
No.
that's from
No.
the farm.
Okay, alright, yeah. They're, yeah.
Beth and Maggie are okay. They grow a little bit, but
Beth and Meg. I thought
Maggie.
Michonne maybe was okay.
she was good, but I haven't got to that part
What
yet.
about that chick with the short hair? Carol? Wasn't she cool? She was from
Never liked
season
Carol.
1. She said, look at the flowers. That was a good scene. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't seen... I try to think... Like, I saw where Rick, like, bit off a dude's ear, and I was like, this show's pretty cool. And then, I never watched it after that. Like, I stopped watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But you started again?
Started from the beginning. We're on the farm.
On the farm.
I think it's the best season.
From what you memory or
From what I remember.
what you're feeling? Yeah. I remember having long conversations with you. I was like, dude, what are they gonna do with the show? Where's it gonna go? I do have some quarrels with the show. I think the zombie apocalypse would done be over by now, because they're what, 10 years in? All the OG zombies have to be dead. Worms would eat the brains of all of these zombies.
If they're not moving around.
What? No, absolutely not. These weren't like maggots would be the savior of the world, because it would take like a year, probably at the most. Probably not even that, and there would be new zombies popping up, but like if you bunker down long enough, you'd be all right, probably.
I think there's logic to your argument.
Because I mean,
I can see the other point. I can see them just being like, oh, they're not technically dead, so the
well, worms will eat live people as well, but I could see it being like, well, the zombies actually, they emit a pheromone that will repel worms and stuff, but I don't know about that. Worms are gross. They eat anything. Oh, do you have any new women that you like?
Oh yeah.
No, the only one I can think of is the chick from Queen's Gambit.
Oh, dude,
Beth Harmon.
Beth Harmon, dude,
Yeah.
she was cool.
Yeah, she's.
That was a good show, and she was a good character. Liked Beth Harmon. I watched all of it in one night.
If you think about it, the whole like, oh, see, she's a good character. It's very like.
Sexist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like. See, there's some
Let
good
me
ones.
think
out
about
there.
this for an eternity. There was this really funny scene of Jordan Peterson, and they're like, favorite female author, and he's like, that was it. It was like he didn't have one right off, and that was pretty funny. Sorry, Jordan. I like Jordan Peterson, for the record. I just thought that was a funny clip. I like doing his voice.
You know, as a man, you gotta get up every day, and you gotta go get yourself up by your bootstraps, you know, and get outside and like work, you know, just because you gotta do it, you know. There's nobody telling you that you can't, that you're gay. You gotta be straight. If you ain't straight, then what are you?
You know, that's my my favorite.
You're getting
What are you?
Yeah, that's my favorite Jordan Peterson quote by far. Yeah. All right.
Wendigo.
Wendigo.
There's the next topic.
Do you guys know about Wendigos?
I barely know about Wendigos.
Wait a second. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers are the ones who will look like you.
They are evil witch
Evil
witch
become
doctors that will Indian witch doctors that will wear pelts of their favorite animals, like wolves or whatever, and they will turn into these things. And yeah, that's one of the creepiest stuff I've seen is like the skinwalker stuff. Like that's probably what's
Yeah, I was there for a while. I was really getting into those like spooky videos and like
creepypastas on
and
YouTube.
skinwalkers.
Yeah.
And a Wendigo is also from Indian, like old Indian lore.
Yeah.
Is when a person eats another person's like corpse or something, and they become cursed or something.
That was on Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Until Dawn. Do you believe in Wendigos? Do you believe in skinwalkers?
No.
I
mean, I'd say someone could put an animal pelt on and run around the forest.
No, but they turn into these animals, but they look weird. Like they got elongated legs and stuff, and they try to make noises that are kind of like the animal that you're hearing, like a dog. They go, "Ruff," like one of those furries. Like one of those furries.
You're just in your house in the middle of the night.
They walk up to you in their pelt, which is just a giant furry costume. And they're What if we made a movie that was called Skinwalker, and it was just a furry, and the whole thing he's like, "Woof!" It's like, ding, 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 like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And the furry's just like darting through the
Oh my god! What dark magic is this? My name is Fruitful Fluff. My persona is you're gonna be dead. It could be a good show. Could be a pretty.
Sounds like a good series.
It could be a good series. Check it out on CBS this Wednesday. I could potentially believe in skinwalkers and Wendigos because I believe in demons and stuff like that. So who knows what realms of possibilities are out there if you become so possessed, you know?
Like transforming your body and stuff?
Yeah. Things unnatural to this world. Human animal hybrids made from black magic and dark elemental crystals. Expired McDonald's meals and toad blood. Does Batman bleed?
Just come to the witch doctor and like, I know you've got the thing.
I
need it. And it's like,
I need the coveted 9-piece McNugget meal. That's been
pulls
poured
out
on
from
someone.
like an old shelf. There's dust all over and pulls out a McDonald's bag.
I have it. Thank you. Now my transformation is complete.
And he turns into a furry.
Yeah. And then he just takes off a suit. He's like, "What? So it's just a suit?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just a suit." Like, oh, I could have just bought a suit. Yeah, you could have just bought a suit. But that's your true persona. You know, speaking of personas,
Okay.
you know it's a movie that had a persona before furries were big? Was Fight Club, right? You ever seen Fight Club?
I ain't seen that.
One time.
What?
One time, a long time
What
ago.
time?
Didn't care for it.
Dude, the movie's good. He has a scene where they're like, in a cave, you will see your spirit animal. And he's like walking in this like icy cave, and a penguin walks up and goes, ah! And I was like, oh yeah, he's like his persona is a penguin. Which I guess spirit animals ain't personas, but
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
I don't know. You're not convincing me they ain't. You want this?
No.
You don't want that?
Do you want this one too?
You want that one? I just didn't want you to feel left out. I'm sorry, Nick. I just burped.
Come back.
You got a little junk on your pillow.
Oh yeah, this came from my washing machine. Yeah. Well, I took the Harry Potter quiz. Y'all want to guess what house
Let
I'm
me
in?
guess. Let me guess.
You're Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw.
I'm Slytherin.
No.
Yeah, I am. I got Slytherin. I'm a Slytherin.
I'm Hufflepuff.
I was.
See, that's,
I'm a Puffle.
that's what I was originally going for. It was like I was gonna do it, Harry Potter. But I'm like, none of the three of us really care about Harry Potter too much. So
Yeah.
so a lightsaber color would have been cool.
Lightsaber color would be cool, but
Next podcast.
Green-
Next podcast.
yeah, great. Next
I'll
podcast
figure
we'll do the test live on the show. Oh, we'll take the political test to see where we fall ideologically.
What
is
if I
it
don't
called?
want to know?
Huh?
What if I don't want to know what I am politically?
You don't want to know
Take
what?
the test, don't read the results.
Oh, we would know. What if we all knew each other's, but we didn't know our own?
Next topic: hitting on each other's legs.
I feel like you phrased that differently
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
first
say,
time.
hitting on, you mean like flirting with each other's legs?
I do flirt with his legs. I have been known
Hmm.
on occasion.
I am one who flirts with legs. I don't know how that started exactly. I know there was a.
I'm pretty sure it had started at youth camp.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a thing, and we would just like sit down, and then
Yeah, and what you would do is you would be sitting by your good old buddy, and I think the way it started was you just go, give him just a little not too hard, but you kind of just and also, I don't know if this was the same thing, but I used to if Andrew was sitting by me, I would like try to hit like above his kneecap where his like reflexes were.
Yeah,
And
you
he
may
had
have just
really
hit me
bad-
right there, my toe flinched.
Did it?
Yeah.
So his leg, he had some wild reflexes.
have have current.
He had bad reflexes, wild reflexes, whatever you want to call
I'll
it.
say wild.
Huh?
I think bad reflexes would mean you wouldn't.
Well, I would hit and it wouldn't do anything, and he'd go, whoa, like after, like a good second after I'd done hit him. So I go, wait, and he'd go,
That's how it started.
Was it? Okay.
He was just like he was trying to get me to do.
Oh,
my thing.
and you were probably mad at me and hit me back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was funny. And I feel like David Carter was in on it. Which it may have been separate times. It's possible that I was just a repeat offender hitting multiple people's legs. And you would just at a certain point you just as hard as you could you would just try to kill your fellow man.
See, I never remember going down. I always just remember doing a
Yeah.
straight bottom fist thing
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. Now, I remember trying to just kill whoever I was with. I had a lot of pent-up anger and emotion. From where exactly, I'm not sure, but I had a lot of it growing up. So, there was times where I was more violent than others. That went on for too long, I think, and there was definitely some times where it was like, why are we doing this? But we just done it, man. You just kept assaulting each other. I think that was before your time, Nick.
Probably.
Was you born on 9/11?
No. Like a month before it.
Nice! Woohoo! Yeah! The
Dang,
wood.
should've
It makes
just-
me feel old. I was in 3rd grade.
You was in 3rd grade in 9/11? Yeah, you're the
don't
oldest
remember.
one here.
Yeah, I'm 29.
29? Yeah, it goes Candace, myself, Andrew, Nick, as far as age. I know you guys was all wondering
Mhm.
on the...
It's the only reason they was tuned into this podcast. Now you just.
Now they're gonna leave, Greg. You're supposed
Oh, dang!
It should have been at the end.
That was all a lie. I will tell you our real age on the Patreon. It's behind a $2,000 paywall. There will be a surprise for you when you enter into it. I will mail you letters, death threats. That's the surprise. I will know where you live, and one lucky candidate, I will come to your house. And that's all I'm going to say about that. The police will need to be called. Long story short. Is it a threat if you're not threatening anyone in particular?
Implied
I
threat.
think so.
Can you go to jail? Who's going to call the police on me? That's
I
what
don't
I
think you can go to. Can you go to jail?
I think
for a
you'd
threat?
have
It'd be
to
like-
have.
Someone would get murdered. You would be the suspect.
Oh, dang. And it looks like there was a Robert R. J. Quellen signed up for your Patreon, and then he was murdered a day after that. And we have documentation of you saying that you will send threatening letters and then go to their house and kill them in this very specific way that they did die. So,
You're going to die. I'm going to get an ice pick.
I'm gonna get an ice pick that I fashioned from actual ice. I'm gonna stab you with it. Then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just a
drink all
bicycle.
the water as it melts, so there will be no murder weapon. Your saliva was all over the scene.
Oh, no, stick in his mouth.
And he's not even
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
He's just bleeding like, oh, why did you do that?
It's not even a fatal stab. But
Yeah, it's in his leg. Oh, my leg! That would be...
We've just crossed into my other topic right here. Batman.
I tried to do
Likes
that
blood,
earlier.
yeah.
I tried to do that
I know you
earlier.
did.
You floated.
I floated over it. I have built this theory within about 5 minutes, but I am grown more and more confident in it.
And I'm opposing his theory because I'm a true intellectual. Trust me, I'm a guy you can trust. Remember? From the
Batman likes blood.
beginning. Why, Andrew? Why
Bats
does he like
drink blood. Very
Bats
very
drink blood, okay.
vampire bats. Very obvious.
Mhm.
Some don't.
Okay.
There's that's just the groundwork. That's what we're
Mhm.
starting off with.
Yeah.
He loves to beat people up.
Okay, alright.
He loves leaving them in like bloody messes.
Loves
Sending
it.
them to the
Loves doing that,
send
yeah.
them to the police.
To the
all
Shadow
beat
Realm.
up.
Oh, yeah. To the, yeah.
Spider-Man also has a very pretty much no kill policy. Just basically ties them up.
He web swings them and wraps them in a
Batman beats them to a pulp
Yeah.
and then ties them up.
he said, "You jaywalked. Your butt's mine." Then they're in a wheelchair after jaywalking. You'll never jaywalk again,
And in the Batman versus Superman movie,
Martha.
he says, "Do you bleed?"
Yeah.
So he wants Superman's blood.
My favorite part about that movie was if they'd all just said their mom's name to begin with, it would all have been fine. He's like, Martha. He's like, why'd you say that? It's like, it's a common name. Who was on top at that point? Was it Batman or
Yeah,
Superman? Batman was beating Superman at that point?
Yeah, he
He's
won.
like, Martha, that's my mom.
Yeah, because Superman was like, "Protect Martha," and Batman was like, "What'd you say that for?"
Why do you say Martha? Where's Rachel?
That's my theory. Batman likes blood.
And I'm
drinks
disproving his theory on the simple grounds that Batman don't even like bats. So why the heck would Batman like blood? Have you forgotten the key element of Batman, Andrew?
Also, if
That-
he likes blood, wouldn't he not want to make him bleed so that he wouldn't be like exposed for drinking blood?
No, I don't. No, what?
No.
Morbius? Are we talking about Morbius?
Morbius is on Netflix.
Morbius is on Netflix. Watch it
Is it
today.
on Netflix or Disney?
Pretty sure it's Netflix. Because I thought it was
Could
weird
be.
Probably
that
both.
a Marvel movie was on Netflix.
I think that Batman doesn't like bats at all because the number reason he started as Batman was because
He doesn't like bats.
he was afraid of bats.
But
I mean,
then
that
he likes his
inherently
Batman
doesn't
costume.
mean he doesn't like blood. But on the basis that Batman likes blood because he's likes bats is wrong.
That's not the whole basis, though. That's just the groundwork.
You didn't lay any. Okay, so you're gonna elaborate on more. Why do you think he likes blood? Because he beats up people and leaves them bloody.
Yeah, and he asks Superman if he bleeds. Why would you ask him? Like,
Why would you ask? It's
can I? Do you die?
May I
That
take
would be
your
a much
answer?
better question.
Huh?
That would have been a much better question to
What?
ask Superman. Like, do you die? 'Cause you know
I
if he
don't.
dies.
I think Batman knew it was going to be a cool thing to ask us giant alien guys like, "Do you bleed?" I think that would have been cooler
See,
than
that's
"Do you
what-
die?" Riddle me this, Superman. Do you die? Pick any trick from me. I'm the Joker Batman, you see? I will take your life and in my hand
That
will
would be
make it
the Riddler
disappear.
Batman.
You're just a man. Huh?
That would have been the Riddler Batman.
The Riddle Batman. I get
Joker.
riddle me this, Batman. Are you what's your mom's name? Batman. I'm your dad. Did you know this, Batman? On the night of your conception, your dad was out of town. I, the Riddler, am your Batman. Yeah!
I'm your Batman?
I'm your Bat Dad. Ah, the Riddler. I'm so more afraid of you than bats. Now I'm gonna have to change my name to the Riddle Bat.
The Riddle Bat.
It's like, he's trying to think of riddles that all rhyme with bat, but he can't think of any, so he just pretends to flap his wings. That's the new Batman. That meme, that went off the rails really fast, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of lightheaded from doing the Batman voice. That it gets me every time, dude. What's your Batman voice? You have one?
My Batman voice.
What's all y'all's favorite impressions? Do you have a favorite go-to impression? My name is Mrs. Featherbottom. I'm not a racist. I'm just a normal man. I'm a lady. I'm just a normal lady. What's another one?
There's another one. I've got Telltale Games, Secret, Stinky Bathroom, and Motor Toilet, and Hiking.
Motor toilet.
And then we also have Land O'Lakes and Creature Talk.
Dude, let's be more I miss the Land O'Lakes girl so bad, dude. And I gotta say this. I think it was stupid that they took her off there. I mean, I get that they're trying to be more culturally sensitive, but they did lose a customer. Because I like the Land O'Lakes girl. I know they're like, they call it, I don't know if they call her a mascot, but I don't even know if the Indian people were mad about her, you know?
Probably not.
I thought it was something progressive. It was like, here's how progressive we are. We did this for you.
They did that. They were being progressive, but ultimately done the most racist thing. And they took the Indian girl away and kept her land. That's just Land O'Lakes.
She died.
No, they took her down the Trail of Tears to Utah or wherever they took her, and she's gone. And they kept her land to make butter. The white people wanted to make butter.
I do like butter.
Dirty, and if they brought her back, I would not support them because I support them sticking to their guns. I like the Land O'Lakes butter girl. She was my favorite, and now she's gone. And if they try to pander to me, I will not support them. I only eat Imperial butter from here on out. Well, other butter. I'll eat other butter, but I will not support Land O'Lakes.
I made my own butter the other day.
What?
I have a mason jar.
Really?
Shook it. Mm-hmm.
That's all you gotta do?
Yeah, you
don't
get
have to
heavy
churn
cream,
the
you
butter?
put heavy cream in a mason jar and you just shake it for like 10 minutes.
And
then
it
it's
makes butter?
Yep, it'll just separate the fat from the buttermilk.
So,
Tasty.
buttermilk and Heavy cream.
And salt. You gotta put some salt in there, or then it just tastes like fat. You know.
Huh. Was it good?
I
Would
could
you
have
do it
put some.
again?
I could have put some more salt in it. It was good.
Tastes like butter.
Tastes
like
like- Couldn't believe it was butter.
Ice,
Couldn't
toast.
Believe it.
With it.
And why
Was
didn't they
it
just do this? Why didn't they do this in the old time? Why did they
They did.
churn butter?
Because of bigger batches. This made like enough for us to sit down and eat toast one day.
Oh, so they didn't want to just go,
Yeah.
I'm going to hand me some butter.
Shake weights, what?
Oh, yeah,
Butter.
Jeffrey Diet! Get in here, boy! We need you to shake some more butter.
You think that's how dancing was invented?
yeah, I called this one the churn the butter. Yeah. No,
We
that's
should
how
do
I
that at church when we're singing songs. Just shake some butter.
Yeah, you think they would think I'm in it doing this?
You got actual jars of butter in your hand.
Oh yeah, dude, you heard of Jars of Clay? Now let me talk about Jars of Butter, the new Christian band that's going to bring you a more fat.
No instruments. We all just shake butter. And
And it's just like I don't know how the butter sounds like, but it.
we have one of those ASMR mics up against it.
I could sing of your love forever. I could sing.
Oh
Wow.
That's like an interesting, some interesting roads from Lando Lakes.
Lando Lakes, dude. Andrew lied before this podcast. He said, "Dude, you know we have a motor toilet?" And I was like, "Motor toilet?" That was so many words of that didn't make sense. Immediately, I think, okay, so maybe they got a RV toilet somehow, like hooked to their house. I really didn't know like how that was supposed to work, but he said motor toilet. Then he wanted to change. He said, "No, I said it was like a motor
It
toilet."
looks like a motor.
Yeah, which was not factual. He said we got a motor toilet. So I just thought that was interesting.
That's
I
the
think
motor toilet topic.
motor toilet. I'm pretty sure the reason it looks like a motor is they use that for a cost savings. So you probably don't only use like half a gallon of water. They'll fill up the bucket, and if you're poor at home, you can try this yourself. You can take a bottle, like a 2-liter bottle, and put it in your toilet bowl, and you'll use less water. So there you go. That's the tech tip for today. You guys got a tech tip? Nick, what you got a tech
I
tip?
can't think of any off the top of
Or
my
you could
head.
use like a bottle of like Fabulosa, but poke a hole in it, so also
Oh,
smells
so
your
you
toilet.
makes it smell good, but it doesn't use all the water. That's smart. Huh. Do you do that often?
No, never have.
But you seen it? Yeah, buddy. Got the daggone. I seen the 5-minute crafts on it. Yeah, I seen the 5-minute crafts on it. You can't hide that from me, man.
Alright, I got a topic for you.
A real topic
This is a story.
about a man
This is a
named.
secret story that you don't know anything about yet.
Secret.
Okay, so we got this guy at work. We'll call him Mark.
Mark.
Is that his name, Mark?
That may or may not be his name.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's one of those, crazy guys who you don't want to be in a conversation with because it's just gonna go to it'll go to terrible places.
Right.
So he's just crazy, right? I had a conversation one time or he had a conversation with me where I went a lot about we should have more seaweed in our rivers because it purifies the water, and there's like some sort of chemical in the water that's in the air now.
Turning the friggin' frogs gay.
So okay, he's crazy, right? But I was saying that as the groundwork for this story.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're there, we're working, we're flipping.
Are you gonna tell me that he gave you the best advice of your life in 2 seconds? You're like, you're not gonna believe this. The most crazy man I've ever met in my life gave me the best advice I've ever heard. He told me that I should murder you, and I think I'm gonna listen.
He comes in and we're in there flipping burgers. He's our maintenance guy, so he'll do maintenance and wash dishes and stuff like that. He comes in and he said, "I found these in the parking lot." He holds it up, and it's an unopened pack of cigarettes and a bag of what we assume is like cocaine.
Oh, oh.
And we're like, and he's like,
There's
what should
only
I
one
do
way to
with it?
find out.
So then,
I'm gonna flip some patties.
obviously, we didn't know if maybe we should call the police or something,
Yeah.
but I was like, just throw it away.
Uh-huh.
And as he's throwing it away, he's like, man, there's like $500 worth of stuff right there.
Yeah.
And then you would think that's where the story's in, because it's in the trash. But then we had Jamie, our resident crazy lady there, coming, and she was digging through the trash. She was like, I want to make sure it's cocaine. I want to open it up and sniff it and make sure that it's actually
Did
cocaine.
she work there?
Yeah, she works there.
Sounded like you could have had the potential of firing like several employees that day.
We always have the potential of firing several employees.
Always have the potential.
We had to go hide it in a different trash can so people would stop looking for it.
You could have called the police. I
I
think
thought
that
about
would have been a good option because
Could've
at least
sold
they
the
wouldn't
extra
try to
cash.
steal it from the police.
I
And
briefly thought about it.
plus, it could have been fentanyl, which if you got that on you, you would potentially die.
Yeah.
So that would have been a good thing. Actually, it might be wrong to lie to them, but that could be a good idea instead of being like, yeah, it might be cocaine. Say, yeah, it's fentanyl. I can tell it's fentanyl. Don't open that. You will die. And then they probably won't open it because it could be fentanyl. Better to err
I
on the
would
side
not-
of caution.
I would not question them on that. Like, oh,
I would
maybe it
just,
is.
yeah.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we'll try and see.
Yeah, maybe we'll try it. Oh, I saw this video of this guy. He's like, he's like, how much fentanyl will it take to kill you? He's like, I don't know. He's like, this baggie, it depends on how well your body will metabolize it or whatever. And he's like, so you think that amount would kill me? He's like, yeah, if you never had it before, yeah, for sure. He's like, will you sell me that? He's like, yeah, I would sell you this for sure. Like, he's like, you don't feel bad? And he's like, I gotta eat, dude. But he would like sell him this drug that would kill him for like $10. It's really cheap. If you want to, it's really cheap. Fentanyl, cool stuff apparently. Should we go from motor toilet to stinky bathroom?
I mean, it'd be motor toilet to cocaine just as a stinky bathroom, but we
Oh
can't.
yeah,
Stinky bathroom.
Hey, do you have people do drugs on the job where you work?
Probably, more than likely.
You ever catch
I've never had hard evidence, but I would say 99% certain that they're
I would say
on
at least-
drugs or drunk.
2 out of the 5 days, one of our workers is something.
Oh really? Think drunk or high?
2 of them is some kind of drugs.
Well, you gotta remember, I got a blue collar job, so half the people I work with are ex felons or drug addicts. Or
Like, yeah, I showed up to work. Yeah. I got this bit that I'm working on where this guy's like, hey, babe, just called to see if you want to get back together. I love you. I was wanting to give it another shot. It's like, babe, I just love you so much. I just think we should get back together. And then it cuts to like, no, babe, I'm not drunk right now. I just missed you. I wanted to hear your voice. Please, babe, don't do this again. I love you. You know that. Like, no, it was a Pepsi in a Bud Light koozie. All right. I'm not operating heavy machinery and drinking on the job. The boss who let me do that done got fired last week. So yeah, that's my new bit that I've been working on.
Seems a little long before you get to the joke.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a progression. It's one of those jokes where I said it funniest the first time and then I have a really hard time recreating it later on down the road. But the part that really sells it for me is, no, babe, I'm not drinking. Whatever I said. You know what I'm talking about. Heavy machinery and drinking on the job. I think that's a funny word to an emphasis. You're arguing with your significant other. Drinking on the job. Should it be legal? Drinking on the job.
Depends on the job.
What if your job's to get drunk? Then I guess it should be illegal. What if you're a tester of the alcohol? What if you're
What if you're the president?
If you're president, you should be allowed to get drunk on the job every single day.
My fellow Americans.
I'm calling you, my fellow Americans.
There was some really crazy stuff happening. Earlier today, somewhere else, they gave me a full document of it. I'm not allowed to tell you about any of it. I'm really freaked out about it, to be honest with you. But I'm here to talk to you about a very progressive move we made today. We're turning Barney gay. That's not what we're talking about anymore. Yeah, they hit the third twin tower.
It was triplets.
They hit the triplet twin tower. The trimtuplets. The trimtuplets. The World Trade Trailcism. What is the name of the place? The World Trade Trailcism.
The World Trailerism.
Joe Biden's drunk. He's not cognitively broken. He's just drunk, dog.
He's the first president
He's
who's
the first-
taken advantage of the ability to be drunk all the time.
They said, you know what, Joe? You're old enough. Yeah, you can do it. And I might, well, you're not even black if you don't vote for me. It's like, okay, Joe. Don't say that. You gotta tell me. You gonna not vote for old Joe and say you're a black man? I don't think so. Joe, calm down. You get really racist when you're drunk. You tell me what I'm the president of this. Did you guys know that there's a conspiracy that heart medicine, pharmaceutical companies are in cahoots with Roundup to kill dandelions, because dandelions are one great way to promote heart health. And they don't want you to have good heart, so they can sell you Bayer aspirin. I don't actually know how much all that's tied together, but I do know that dandelions are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you poop, because they're actually a laxative as well. So that's an old children's song. Dandelion, dandelion, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you crap yourself.
Sang it to my mama sang it to me.
My mama sang it to me 10,000 times growing up. She said, dandelion, dandelion, good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you crap yourself. My mama
said.
What?
Like, nah, son.
Good night, baby boy. I love you. I love you so much. Dandelion, dandelion, good for the heart. She just walks out of the room.
She goes back into her
That was the last time I ever saw my mama. She said to go get some cigarettes, and I never saw her again. Let's talk about new sports again, because I really like new sports. Especially,
it's a concept I had thought about for a long time.
That's a good concept. Which one? The one where you randomly pick strangers off the street?
Yeah,
I liked both aspects of it, because like the picking random people from around the world was funny.
I think we should just put them both together. You
Random
people off the street.
Random
you give
crackheads.
them whatever drugs they want.
Only crackheads is on new sports. That would be cool. Because it's like, what do we do with all these homeless people? Well, we put them in this giant homeless camp that's new sports.
The new war on drugs.
Yeah, the new war on drugs. It's called basketball. Did you guys see Sam Hyde threatened Hassan Piker? You guys know who either of those people are?
No.
Okay. All right.
Gotta know your audience, Grady.
Hassan Piker is one of the biggest left-leaning political
Wait,
streamers.
Hassan, that name sounds familiar now that you say it.
Hassan Nanabi is what some people call him. Hassan Nana, whatever. And then Sam Hyde. People, anytime there's a school shooting, they call in and say that Sam Hyde was the school shooter. And it's like, he's just a wild individual. and very controversial. He was in a wrestling match with your fist, boxing match. And at the end, he called out Hassan Piker and he said, "Hassan Piker, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna kill you." And the guy goes, "In the ring?" And he goes, "No, in real life." And he done that to like a lot of people on the internet. So that was funny. But I don't support that, for the record. I think it's funny, but you shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't make threats, or you shouldn't follow through with your threats?
I think if you're going to make a threat, you should follow through, because I'm not a liar. But shouldn't do it to begin with. Okay, I think we should end this thing strong. I tell you what, I had a delicious meal yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago. Sometime, I can't remember. I went to Dairy Queen and I got a number one.
Bacon.
Huh?
Biscuit gravy.
Yeah. Gravy and biscuit.
I was thinking lunch.
Gravy and biscuit. Got the meal. Got the hash brown. And I got 2 eggs over easy on top. Now that's my meal if I know I'm going to be working a lot and may not get to eat for a while. I say, give me that number one with the eggs. All 2 of them. And then I'm good for like until 3 o'clock almost. Or maybe 2 or 1.
Won't hold me till then. It's about, I would say 12 o'clock.
That's your, that you can eat that like every morning and you're hungry?
Mine varies a little differently from that. I normally get biscuit and gravy, hash brown. The hash brown's been dropping off lately, but it's been like 2 chicken strips. Get some, I like a little bit of like extra meat thrown in there.
See, well then you eat more than me. Because I'm actively like, if I eat this morning I had some cake for breakfast. I had German chocolate cake. That got me till about 11 and then I was chomping at the bit. I was ready to go, man. I needed something to eat. So then we went and ate then. But if I eat anything of substance, like if I got a muffin, that would take me from like, normally if I don't eat much, it's 11 I need food. But if I eat something good, then I could go from 12 to like 2, without getting real hungry. So, but not Andrew. He eats big. He's a big eater.
It's only about two big meals a day.
Yeah, you probably work harder than me.
You do a lot of driving, don't you?
Yep. I sit in the truck and I go, and I get food and I go, and I go watch the videos and I go, oh, this is a great video. And then I come home and I go, I need to clean, and then I go, I'm too tired to clean, and then I lay down, and then I'm like, I'm wasting my life. Then I go, I need to go to work tomorrow, and then I stay up too late, and then I wake up and go, oh my God, what am I doing? And then I go to work and I go, oh, what am I going to eat? And I go, I'll eat a nutty bar, and I drive around and I need some gas, and I get some. And I walk into the gas station and go, I need a gas card. And then I write down, and they go, and then they go, like that, and they give it to me. I go, thank you. And then I go walking out, and then I go, I gotta go. I'm in the truck, and I go, I need a YouTube video to watch while I'm driving down the road. And I go, and I'm watching a YouTube video as I'm driving like this, and I'm like, well, I should probably pay attention to the road. And then I go, I'm watching the road now. Oh, what they doing on the YouTube video? Oh, I better watch the road tomorrow. Then I'm keep driving down the road. And then I go, well, y'all need to go somewhere. I say, really? Hey, wait. Oh, you want me to go somewhere? All right, then I need to go there. I don't know, watch the video again. I guess I go, how are you doing, Mr. Whoa, there's a car coming.
He lost it.
Hey, it's lunchtime, boys. Gotta go. I get a number one. I'm gonna go eat it. Oh man, that was so stupid. Oh, I sure brought myself to tears. I'm sorry, guys.
The part I liked the best was you trying not to laugh.
Well, what do you think, guys? This has been a train wreck.
It's a good ending.
I keep thinking, I'm like, this is gonna be the podcast. I'm gonna get it together, and I sabotage myself every single time.
That was good. No, it's a good ending. It's a good finale.
Yeah,
you can have that be the outro to every podcast.
Oh, dude, they're gonna see. They're gonna look at there.
You just need a better perspective of yourself doing it. A face camera perspective. It's
think they know
a
what I-
5-minute spiel. That's the end of every podcast.
Do you think they know what kind of work I do after that explanation? Did you guys get any feeling of what my job title was?
You could have been a cop for all anybody knew.
I'm a cop.
My brother is a traffic officer in Lexington.
That sounds like the worst, maybe would it be the worst way to do it? I don't know. Does he like it?
I don't know. I think so. This has been one of the longest jobs he's had. He had to go escort the NSYNC concert a couple weeks ago. Or Backstreet Boys, one of the two.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
He had to do the traffic patrol in Lexington for that.
Did he, dang it, I was trying to think of a good Backstreet Boys song to be waving them on by. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just go with Backstreet.
I want you to go that way and tell me right. And they're just red cars are just.
He just pull out dancing with the cars are following the directions was complete brutal. Honestly, it's like yes. Just driving
My leg. I think this is a good place to end it. You know, we're gonna come back with even better tomorrow. You'll see us here tomorrow, and we're gonna have we're not gonna come in with no idea what we're gonna talk about, and that's a promise from me to you.
I came with topics.
Andrew's always been the stronger of the two hosts, and next time we're gonna have podcast topics. We're gonna podcast to you, the listener. Yeah.
Why is it called podcast for?
Because of it was originated on Apple, and it was an iPod. You could listen to it on iTunes, so it's called a podcast from an iPod. So everything else it's a farce. It's not a podcast. It's just a streamcast. It's some sort of cast of some kind.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we don't. It's a tube cast for us because we go on YouTube. The ultimate of all the platforms. I'm joining Rumble. Hello. Thank you for watching the video. We forgot to film an outro. We had a lot of fun filming the podcast. If you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe, and we would appreciate it. Stay tuned. We will have more to come. Thank you.